net. That's One Force Groups, which is MJ_SS. Or you can email me at Kilo 4 Papa Echo Whiskey at ARRL.net. The net normally meets at 8 p.m. every Wednesday and Saturday night. This week we are conducting the net on 146.415 FM Simplex, is where we normally are. We invite everyone to use the net to, the purpose of the net is to support and train ham radio operators for emergency communications. And we invite everyone to use the net to announce amateur radio events, training, and resources relating to ham radio and emergency communications. Does anybody have any, that's a directed net, and all traffic should be coordinated by net control. Is there any emergency traffic? Or is there, we went through that. Is there any, someone's got a hold of my brain tonight. Is there any announcements to be had tonight? All righty. Well, of course, my standard announcements are today is Wednesday, so we've got a net on Saturday night. And then we also have a net on, let's see, we have a net on the following Wednesday night on the same time, same frequency. But there's a tomorrow night has a net for the Wilson County Amateur Radio Club. That's at 8 p.m. on Thursday, 147.105 plus offset and a tone of 156.7. And of course, the KM4, it's not the KM4, it's the AA4 VU net for the Amateur Radio Club at Vanderbilt, which is 443.800 plus offset and a PL of 123. And that's at 7:30 on Tuesday night. I believe I have that right. Yeah, 7:30 on Tuesday. No other announcements? Well, very good. Then we'll go ahead and start taking check-ins. We got to have more people viewing on that, more than 3. You're not going to want to miss this thing. And if you do miss it, you can't see it tonight, you're going to want to see this crazy stuff that's on the air on YouTube on the feed. And that's, of course, you can see that feed on Brain Trusts, BRAINTRUSTS, or you can look me up on just under K4PEW, just the call, Kilo 4 Papa Echo Whiskey. And it will bring up, and you'll see a picture of me actually wearing a suit. I'm with my new brides a few years ago. And just click on that, and you'll see the live feed, I think. I never have to do it, so I'm not sure. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and start taking check-ins. And this time, I think we'll start from the west. Please come now west of Mount Juliet Road.
KM4YRF, you know I'm always here.
Well, always is a pretty odd word. It's not always. That's true. I'm going to get you at 3 in the morning and see if you're still there.
I'll be here. I may not answer, but I'll be here.
Well, we can't even say that for certain now, can we?
No, not really.
All righty. Michael, good to have you in there. And that's, oh man, I forgot to write down your call. It's KM4YRF, correct? Is it KM?
KM4YRF, you got it right.
Well, my brain hasn't completely deteriorated. And I got a few more people jumped in there on the feed. Well, very good, Michael. Good to have you in there. That's Kilo Mike 4 Yankee Romeo Foxtrot from Belshire, northeast of Nashville, downtown. Northeast of downtown Nashville, by the way. Say that. Who else we have west of Mount Juliet Road? Please come now.
Whiskey 4 Alpha Whiskey Echo. KG4 Alpha.
All right, hold on, Charles. We got 2 people in there simultaneously. I got John, Whiskey 4 Alpha Whiskey Echo over in Bellevue. How are you doing tonight, John?
I'm doing good. You're sounding great over here, Paul. Sorry I stepped on somebody. I just didn't hear them in there. Over.
Oh, very good. You stepped on me. Your audio, I had my audio turned up pretty loud. You came in here booming. People will be able to hear it on the, well, they probably heard it on the YouTube feed, but I'm sure that they hear it later too. But no, John, you sound great. No, you didn't step on somebody. Just somebody came in just after you finished.
Well, off to another good night. Beautiful weather outside.
Oh yeah, it was nice. It rained a little bit here, but I got out to mow the lawn before it rained, and so I'm feeling real justified here. Well, very good, John. Good to have you in there. That's Whiskey 4 Alpha Whiskey Echo, and that's John in Belshire. I did say that call right, didn't I, John?
Yes, W4AWE, and it's Bellevue, West Nashville, I call it.
Yeah, by the way, I put out a notice today that I'm hoping everyone can. I'm not asking for the information. I'm just hoping that everyone who's on the net knows uh, the frequencies for emergency communications in their county, which would be the Aries group in their county, whether it's be Williamson or Davidson or Wilson, both the repeater frequency as well as their simplex frequency. And I'm not asking for it. I just wonder if everybody has it and they have them programmed in the radio.
No, I think it's just very.
That's a great idea. In fact, I make it a point to keep that programmed in every HT and every VHF and UHF radio.
Oh, very good. I'm glad to hear it. And that's good to know. How about you, Michael, up there in Belshire? You do that?
Yes, sir. I sure did.
All right. From you, I expect all of the surrounding counties, as well as those that border Kentucky and Alabama.
I'll work on that, Paul.
No, I've only got a couple in there myself. One of them, the ones being Wilson County for certain, and then of course we do the Rutherford net, which I think is coming up. I think it's the second Tuesday. So today's the first. No, it'll be 2 weeks from Tuesday is the second Tuesday. Dave will confirm that later. But the Rutherford net, and then of course the Wilson County nets they have, which is tomorrow. All right, appreciate it, guys. And I heard Charles in there. Charles, how you doing?
I'm pretty tired. I was trying to ask you what that was that popped up on there. I was watching your live feed. It's not on there anymore. It sounds like you was goofing up on it.
I don't know. It's on there now, isn't it? Anybody else got a report on that?
It's just a slideshow, Paul.
Oh, just a slideshow. I hope you're reading it.
I am.
It was a slideshow, but it was also showing something on there. I couldn't quite read it.
I think something popped up on the screen. Yeah. Anyway, I'm sure you guys will get so much out of that slideshow I did. Anyway, Charles, you're sounding good. KG4SFF, correct? Sierra Foxtrot Foxtrot.
Yeah, that is correct. And yeah, I'm trying to get my CDL back. It's cool that I can go back and listen to myself on here, and everyone else gets to hear my lovely voice.
Yeah, well, you're welcome to be here, Charles. And your signal sounds real good tonight. And you can come back, of course, and listen to that. All right, appreciate you being in there, Charles. That's Charles, Kilo Golf 4, Sierra Foxtrot Foxtrot, and he is in Cottontown. All right, who else we have? Anybody else west of Mount Juliet Road? Please come in.
Kilowatt Tango 4, Tango November.
I believe that's Randy. How are you, Randy?
I'm doing pretty good. Where do you type in your address bar to bring that live feed up?
Well, if you go to either my call, K4PEW, or you go to Brain, you probably get it from there the easiest, or Brain Trusts. It's one word, BRAINTRUSTS. Yeah, I had some fun with it, but I think people get a kick out of it. Randy, I forgot where you are. Where are you located?
I'm in Franklin, Tennessee. I typed in Brain Trust or braintrust.com.
No, just Brain Trusts. In the YouTube, when you go to YouTube, go right to the YouTube channel, the YouTube, go into the YouTube page, which is youtube.com. And then in there's an address bar on the screen. You would type in the words Brain Trust or K4PEW. Can't even say my own call right.
I did it one time. I don't see nothing right here of all listings of anything says listed. But I won't take up that time for that. Me and you'll do that some other time. But anyway, sounding good down here in Franklin.
I'll send out a link to it after the net so you can see it, not live, but it'll be the same stuff. So, all right, very good, Randy. That's Randy in Franklin. How can I forget Franklin? Franklin is one of the nicest, at least. Well, it is a nice area of the middle Tennessee, almost as nice as Wilson County.
You got it, JT14. Thank you.
Yeah, very good. That's Kilo Tango 4, Tango November, and that's Randy in the fine area of Franklin, Tennessee. Who else we got west of Mount Juliet Road?
Kilo Echo 7, Foxtrot Bravo Romeo. This is Terry, and will you just...
Hey, Terry. I don't know. Think you've checked in before, have you?
I haven't, but I met you at the Ham Fest the other day and decided to see if we could connect.
Ah, very good. And again, you're where now?
Brentwood in Williamson County.
Oh yeah, yeah. Brentwood's good. You have good signal from Brentwood. Every time I see it, it's a silly thing. I kind of wish the FCC hadn't changed that thing with the calls, and whenever I see a call that's odd, I say it's odd to my brain. The 7 call, as you can imagine. I went through that same thing when I went from a 4 to a 2, and I came back here with a 2, and people think you're from out of town. But no, you're doing fine signal from what did I just say? Brentwood. You're doing right. What kind of antenna do you have there, Terry?
I'm using a Diamond X50A and a good old Yaesu. It's kind of old, but it's doing really well. An 8800.
It doesn't matter how old, as long as they function well and get out the power that you need. But no, it's doing a good job for you. That X50 is I forget. I've got the catalog here from Diamond, but that's about a 6 foot tall antenna, something like that.
Yeah, it's about 5 foot. It's like the baby that you have up there. I think you said you had the big ones, 24 foot or the 17 foot.
No, it's the 24 foot. You got to have space for that thing, boy. You can't. You drop that down. Well, no, it's astounding how big it is. Really, 24 feet. I don't believe there's another one bigger than that that's available commercially.
Well, you got a good signal, Paul, and I'm glad we can do this simplex. It helps us know that we can do this in case of an emergency.
Oh yeah, no, it's a good thing. Well, very good, Terry. That was Terry, Kilo Echo 7, Foxtrot Bravo Romeo, and he is in Brentwood. Who else we got west of Mount Juliet? No one west. Let's move over to the north then. North of Division Street, north of Lebanon Road. Please come up.
84 RBQ.
All right, very good. I hear Brent's in there. That's how you doing tonight, Brent?
Doing good, Paul. I'm good. As far as this up and looked up, got on just in time to catch you.
Oh, very good. I'm glad you did. Do you know that I'm going to ask? I don't want to want you. Do you have those frequencies programmed in for Wilson or any adjacent counties for area stuff? Like the repeater and the Wilson and their alternate frequency, which is ours actually. It's a dead giveaway here in Wilson County. Their alternate simplex is this frequency, so you already got that one.
Yeah, and actually I do have the ones for WEMA, and I have everything for Williamson County because I belonged to their club for a long time.
Yeah, very good. You did it again to me. When every time you do your call, I think I get it wrong, and it's R Romeo Victor Quebec, or is it Romeo Bravo Quebec?
Romeo Victor Quebec.
Man, see when you that's what's bad about not phonetics in my ears apparently, is that I get it messed up, and I hear it when I hear sometimes when people say Bravo, when they say B, I hear V. And it's I don't know. It's a terrible thing to be dyslexic in your ears.
No, I'm dyslexic with a bunch of my life, so that's just the way it goes, buddy.
Yeah, no. All right, Brian, that's very good. That's Kilo Echo 4 Romeo Victor. I gotta remember that. So you're a Victor over all things. That's what it is. Romeo Victor Quebec. And he's in the north part of Wilson County, north, almost up towards the river there, or the lake, whichever we're calling it today. All right, Brent, glad you have you in there. Who else we got north of Lebanon Road or north of Division Street?
November 4, Juliet Romeo Mike.
All right, you're gonna stump me. I feel like this is beat the clock. November 4, Juliet Romeo Mike. I've forgotten who that is.
This is James, formerly KF4TMN.
Yes, of course it is. I should know that. We talked a few days ago. I should remember that, but no, one of those things that just doesn't stick until a little while. But yeah, we appreciate the information you brought to the group the other day. That was great. got a great signal. Your radio's working good and your antenna's working fine, but then you only live maybe what, 3 miles north of me? Maybe.
I probably, as the signal travels, it's probably not that far at all. Yeah, but and true, this is my old antenna back up. Of course, took the other one down. The insides of it are drying out in the garage.
Oh, that's right. You did tell me you had some water problems. Which antenna was that? So you had the water in it.
That was the Great Tram 1481. I think it's about a 17, 18-foot antenna, which is, I guess, too long for their engineering capabilities.
Well, I believe that's the same antenna or the same specifications or the same manufacturer. I'm not sure which, because I'm pretty sure that's the same as the UVS 300 that's 17 and a half feet long. That's from OPEK, O-P-E-K, because it appears they have the same spec. And I had the same problem with water, and I know somebody else did too. So apparently they can't, it's not a marine application antenna for certain.
No, it's not. I mean, it's disappointing you didn't go through all the effort to get it up and then not get much more than a year out of it. Right now I'm running the Tram 1480, which is it's just one model number lower, but it's the 8-foot version. And of course, by the marketing material, you take a hit on the gain on this one. I noticed I can't hear some of the people in some of the areas that I used to could pick up.
Oh yeah, no, I'm with you. Well, I felt that same way when I went from even but the other one I had, then I went into that OPEK, and then of course I went to this one, and this one I can't imagine. Well, I know of nothing that is better other than the beam I have, and that's not omnidirectional, but this one spoiled me. I mean, it really has. It's I just can't believe how good it both gets out and people hear me, which is a nice thing.
Yeah, but that one's a costly little antenna there you have, so it's a nice one to have for sure.
Yeah, and well, let's put it this way: if I had saved up for the 10 years I was looking at that antenna or hearing about it and thinking about it, I would have had 10 times as much. But no, I just dragged my feet and bought cheap antennas until I got this one.
Well, that's my case. A couple of cheap antennas and then throw a few $100s on top of that, and you can have a nice one.
Well, yeah, that's kind of anyway. We'll leave that as it goes. The antennas, the best antenna you can afford, and since I'm independently poor, it wasn't a big deal for me to slap it on the credit card. All right, that was James. It's November 4, Juliet Romeo Mike, and he lives right here in the fine, growing, rarely too fast city of Mount Juliet, but he won't do anything about that. Who else we got north of Mount Juliet Road? North of Lebanon Road or north of Division Street? Please come in. And over to the east of Mount Juliet Road, please come now.
WA4ZHI, Sierra India Bravo.
All right, hold on, Richard. I got the very important James in there. How you doing, James?
Well, I'm just fine. I heard the last James real good too. Got an S9 on him.
Oh, you got an S? Oh, I hope so. He's probably a mile from you.
Oh, maybe 2 or 3.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly where he lives. I'd have to look, but well, you sound good to me. That's for certain.
Well, thank you.
Everything's going all right on your end of the Mount Juliet?
Yeah, I just had run a bunch of errands today, as usual. Do a car inspection and all that.
Yeah, I got the same issue I've got to resolve, except I have to do a repair on the car so I can get it passed.
Well, I passed okay this time.
Well, this car is 17 years old. Has a couple of minor problems, so I'm real thrilled with it. All right, James, good to have you in there. That's James Whiskey Alpha 4 Zulu Hotel India, and he is right here in the heart of Mount Juliet. Who else? Let's go. I heard Richard in there.
Kilo India 4, Sierra India Bravo. Good evening, and I hope everybody had a good day.
Yeah, it was. It was a nice day, actually. It was nice, and it was cool enough. There wasn't no big deal at all to go out and mow the lawn.
Well, that's good. I got out of here and widened the space that we watched the animals play around in and put out a little bit more food for them. Been sitting here watching a group of about 5 buck deer and about 3 or 4 does and their fawns, and we're having a ball with it. A bunch of birds and squirrels and rabbits, and loving every minute of it. But y'all carry on. Have a great day and take care. California SIB.
Very good, Richard. That was Richard Kilo India 4, excuse me, Sierra India Bravo, and he is over in near Lebanon Road, over near Lebanon. So good to have you in there, Richard. Sound good on your new system over there. Who else east of Mount Juliet Road? Please come in.
KN4 LXH.
See, I'm going to remember who you are now, Jimmy.
I'm impressed.
Well, don't be too impressed, but no, I did that. I didn't have any cheat sheets or anything. It takes me, sometimes it takes me a while. It really is funny how that happens. It's always been that way. Once I get it, though, it's like etched in the brain. You know? But no, you sound good as always. And it was good to meet you at the HamQuest on Saturday.
Yeah, same here. Well, I'm saving my money for Huntsville.
Oh yeah, well, I was just down in Huntsville on Sunday. We picked up a new dog. Well, it's a 3-year-old dog, but a new dog to us. It's a rescue dog, a little something I've never had, and my wife's never had before, and that's a Chihuahua.
Oh, a little rug biter, a rug rat.
Oh yeah, she is she's not one of these aggressive dogs though. She's like well, I don't know what you call it. It's like a dog. It's not that small. It's not a teacup kind of thing, but it's small enough that it makes my little dogs who weigh 15 pounds look like monsters.
Oh yeah, it's a little 15-watt dog with a kilowatt bark.
Well, let's put it this way: it's a sharp bark when she does bark. You know, it's one of those. I can't even. I wouldn't want to duplicate it, but it's annoying. Let's put it that way.
Roger that. Well, you sound great as normal.
All right, very good. That was Jimmy, and he's just north of the Mount Juliet High School, and just south of Lebanon Road, Lebanon Road, and that's Kilo November 4 Lima X-Ray Hotel. Anybody else east of Mount Juliet Road?
Okay,
Had a double in there, but I'll take Stan first. Very good, Stan. We need to get together. I've got that Vibroplex thing for you.
yeah, we need to get together next week. What's a good day for you?
Oh, really? Any day is good. Just let me know on email what day, and we'll do it.
Sounds good, Paul.
All right, you got a good signal there. That's Stan, Kilo Mike 4 Hotel Quebec Echo, and he is just north of downtown Lebanon. Said it right that time. Very good, Stan. Good to have you in there. Who else east of Mount Juliet Road?
KE4 to easy.
Hello, Earl. You're doing well. You sound great tonight. Out of good conditions, or did you do something better for your antenna?
Probably just conditions, because I haven't done anything over here to improve my 2-meter simplex yet. I had some other technical difficulty. I had to get some items sent off in and get them repaired and everything. And I still got my antenna analyzer into the shop, but it's gathering dust on their shelf instead of on mine. At least it's closer to the workbench. Okay.
Yeah, I got you. Were you at the HamQuest on Saturday? If you were, you didn't stop by.
No, I didn't make it over there. I was, I guess, a procrastinator so long I turned into a lollygagger, and then turned into a lawnmower rider individual.
Yeah, I got you. Well, everybody can. I've skipped certain HamFests, etc. too myself, but they're just fun to go to, really. I mean, it's not like to meet the people, because those are the only occasions I get to meet the people that are on the air that I hear. So it would have been good to meet you. But let's see, we got Cedars of Lebanon coming up. If you missed that, I'm coming over to your house and dragging you over there. How's that?
Right, okay. Yeah, that'll work. That's I could if I was a younger man, I could stand to walk over there and maybe jog a little bit too. But they got big road improvements over there on Sherrilltown and Cedars Road and everything like that. That's a smooth road now. It's a little bit better than a single wagon ride road through there now. So yeah, I was about the only reason I was gonna go over there is see some of them people face to face. Say howdy, shake their hand, and they're gonna let them bust their opinion about what I look like or should look like when they when they see me there. Okay.
I gotcha. Well, sometimes it could be a good or a bad thing. Depends on who you sold what to or bought something from over the years, you know?
Yeah, kind of like a chance to either get even or break even, right?
I guess. All right, Earl, good to hear you in there. You sound great. That's Earl, Kilo Echo 4 Delta Echo Zulu, and he is down just Noreen, I believe it's called, just east of Palms. Palms. Keep on to say Palms. It's Cedars of Lebanon. Lived in Florida all those years, and there was a Palms of Pasadena, and Earl and I already had a connection with that one. But that's Cedars of Lebanon, or I don't know. We say Cedars of Lebanon. I guess we do. Somebody told me the other day when I went to the ophthalmologist that he's from this area, and he says it's not the country of Lebanon; it's the city of Lebanon. Like I said, okay, I'm good with it. All right, very good. I grew up in Niagara Falls, New York, but nobody ever called it Niagara Falls because if you lived there, people ask you, where do you live? And you'd say the Falls. You never put the Niagara in front of it because everybody knew what the Falls meant. So anyway, who else we got east of Mount Juliet Road? Please come in.
G4TW.
You at the house tonight already?
I'm back at the house and everybody's sounding good.
Yeah, I think we have really nice conditions tonight. Earl is big and strong, and you're good and strong in here too. It's and very little ash in the background.
Yeah, I heard James real good. So both of them there from Mount Juliet, and Richard was sounding good. All right, KE4TWI.
Ah, very good, Wes. Good to hear you in there. It's Wes from Watertown. It's Kilo Echo 4 Tango Whiskey India. Great signal on his. I think it's a 3-element beam. Do I have that right? 3-element.
No, this is the 10 element.
Oh, no wonder. Should be a better signal then. You should have never told me that. All right, very good, Wes. Got a 10-element beam. No wonder you can hear everybody. All right, who else we got east of Mount Juliet Road before we go to the south?
W4EB at Echo Yankee.
Hold on, Echo Yankee. I heard W4EBX in there first. You sounding, well, too good. You're only 4 miles from.
Yeah, pretty close. Hope everybody's doing okay tonight. I heard Wes real good. Well, actually, I think I've heard everybody real good. So, looking forward to the coming Town Fest at Cedars. I hope everybody's having a good day today. W4EBX.
Yeah, I think that Cedars of Lebanon is the, oh man, I forgot already. Is it August 28th? Do I have that correct? No, I don't know what day it is. Do you have it in front of you?
That sounds right.
I'm gonna have to look. I'll send it out later anyway as a reminder. All right, Eddie, good to have you in there. That's Whiskey 4 Echo Bravo X-Ray. He's south of 40, but about 4 miles east of Providence or Mount Juliet Road. Whichever one you want to look at. I heard the Echo Yankee, but I'm not sure who that is.
Kilo 4 Uniform Echo Yankee, Hoyt Legardo.
Ah, very good, Hoyt. You sound great. What are in you sound? How much power are you running there?
I backed it off a notch because you said I was blowing you up on Wednesday, so I backed it down a notch.
You're still pretty loud. I can't wait. If you haven't heard it yet, you'll hear it tonight. But no, you've got a great. Is there a gain setting on your microphone? Because it's not that it's terrible. It just seems slightly over the limit slightly. Not terrible, just slightly.
I'm trying out a headset with a boom mic on it. I may have it too close to my face.
That's possible. Back it off just a little bit, see what happens.
How's that? Is that better?
Yeah, it is a little better. You're right. It is. Some of those, sometimes, well, from my own experience, some of the boom mics seem to work great when they're like 2 fingers from your lips. Others need to be farther away. I'm not sure why that is, but. Well, very good, Hoyt. And you're in LaGuardia. That's right. But yeah, you sounded. You know how far that is from Mount Juliet? I mean, as the crow flies, because I don't think I measured that. It can't be more than what? Is it 10 or 12 miles?
It's probably knocking right on the door of 10. I'm almost exactly 9 miles or 8 miles north of the interstate.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it sounds good. Sounds about right. I'll have to double check that. Anyway, that was Hoyt, Kilo 4 Uniform Echo Yankee. I did get that correct, didn't I?
You got it.
All right, very good, Hoyt, and that's in LaGuardo with a booming signal in here. By the way, which antenna were you using?
I've got a little Nagoya extendable. I can't read the number off of it right now, but I just put it on there and it seems to be doing real well for me.
Ah, very good. It is doing well for you from LaGuardo. You must have a good elevation as well because, well, it just sounds good.
Well, I'm running it, and I put a little counterpoise wire on the bottom of it as well, so it seems to be doing pretty good for me.
Yeah, that's right. You did tell me that last time. That's right. It does do well for you. Absolutely. All right. Very good. Appreciate you being in there, Hoyt. And again, that's Hoyt in LaGuardo, Kilo 4 Uniform Echo Yankee. And who else was in there?
Kilo 4 Whiskey United.
Now, you threw me with those phonetics, man. United. Sound like a football team.
Hi.
You still there? You broke up a little bit there, Bill.
Okay, how's this? I just said hike.
Yeah, well, it would be like those. With the English football teams seem to have the United in them, you know.
I gotcha. Hey, Hoyt there is on LaGuardo. I am probably about 4 or 5 miles east of him, and he is coming in really weak, and that's odd. You're hearing him so strong.
Oh yeah, he's big signal into me. So I don't know whether it's conditions or you just have a crappy antenna.
Well, I know I have that. But anyway, good to hear you, Paul, there this evening. I wanted to say that we are uploading I am uploading some of the Nashville AmQuest pictures, photos taken that day, the ones I took with my little cell phone. They're being loaded on www.specialtyphotocreations.com.
And what was that .com address again? That you were loading those where? Is that where you're loading them to, did you say?
Correct. I'm loading them to www.specialtyphotocreations.com.
And they're spelling PHOTO.
Roger, yeah, it's specialty, common spelling, photo, and creations all together.
You know, they could have picked a longer name if they wanted to.
Yeah, I don't know. That's what I picked. Anyway, we'll probably get them over on the regular website for the club before long. I just wanted to get them up there and get them visible.
All right, sounds good. And I'll send out that link as well on that reminder here for after the net. So appreciate you being there, Bill, and appreciate all you did for the AmQuest. It went very well. Did you see my note about how to improve attendance?
Yeah, I like that. I like that idea. It's a very good idea. We may work that in.
Yeah, you're talking about the free booze one, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. The beer keg in the back, absolutely.
Yeah, it wasn't free booze. My idea to Bill was, well, I'm not going to let it out because another club will copy it. Forget it. We're not going to talk about it, Bill.
Yep, our secret. All right, my friend. I appreciate all that you do. Everybody that can hear me out there, I thank you for helping us have a successful third year AmQuest.
Yeah, very good, Bill. Again, Kilo 4 Whiskey Uniform, and he is mobile east of LaGuardo. Is that correct?
I'm in home right now, east of LaGuardo. Yeah, I'm out here by Friendship Christian.
Okay, very good. By Friendship Christian. And he isn't thought he was mobile because I didn't think he was that far east. It was QTH, but I don't know much. All right, Brill, appreciate it. Who else we got east of or south of 40? Well, east of Mount Juliet Road. Is there any more?
KC4 in my way.
All right, very good. You know, lollygaggers don't come in until later. You knew that, right?
Yeah, well, you know, I try not to be one today. I didn't want to be a lollygagger. I really hate being lollygagging.
I think I sent out a notice. I don't know, last week I think it was. It's one of the major news agencies used that word in a story, lollygagger. I thought it was funny.
That's not a word you hear often, for sure. Yeah, sound like a good net, Paul. You got it going on tonight, man. Sound like you got a bunch of fellas in here.
Yeah, woo woo. Raise the roof.
Oh yeah. Woo woo.
Listen, I'm 69. I'm not even supposed to behave like that. So stop it, man. Leave me alone. All right, very good. That's Kevin with a great signal. Kilo Golf 4, Mike, India Zulu. No longer a lollygagger, at least for the moment. Who else we got east of Mount Juliet Road? Going to the south of 40. Thanks for your patience. South of 40, please come in.
Kilo, Mike, 4, November. W8IFT.
I heard Bill in there first. I got Kilo Mike 4, November Yankee in Murfreesboro. How you doing, Bill?
I'm doing fine, and I hope you and everybody else out there is tonight. I'm just thankful to be able to get on here and talk for a couple of seconds.
A couple of seconds, yeah. No, you're doing good. Good signal. Anything change in your system there?
Oh, I just drove past it 2 or 3 times.
You rode past what? On the frequency or the what?
The antenna.
Okay, very good. Yeah, no, you got a good signal in here, Bill. And again, that's Kilo Mike 4, November Yankee, Bill in Murfreesboro, and I think I heard IFG in there.
You did. W8IFT. Good evening.
Yeah, it was good to see you at the Ham Fest as well on Saturday. You doing all right?
Yeah, likewise. Doing well. Just got back today from a trip out to Kansas City. Nice to see a few raindrops floating around today.
Yeah, it wasn't much though. Did you guys get much over there?
I saw a couple on and off showers. Nothing real heavy, but take what we get, I guess.
Oh yeah, no, I was thrilled. I was actually waiting for it to rain. But I was waiting too long, so I mowed the lawn, and then it rained as soon as I finished.
Well, that's perfect. I'm going about 2 weeks in between cuttings here past month.
Oh wow, man, that's hard to do 2 weeks, is it? Because I fertilized mine this year twice, so I can't wait 10 days. It would kill me.
Well, I don't know what it is. There must be something about being on a hill, because my front lawn, which is on a pretty steep slope, hardly grows at all, even when it is watered more regularly. And the backyard, which is flat, that grows probably twice as fast.
Huh? Maybe well, I don't know. Maybe it's when they landscape that it's just 1 inch down, it's all clay.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, well, good to be back in town and here for a couple of days, and then back up to Indiana for a family reunion this weekend.
Man, you're racking up the air miles, right?
Yes, sir. I just looked today, and with today's flight, I accrued 200,000 points on Southwest just in the last 9 months.
Oh wow. I don't remember how much that is, but that's a lot of miles. It's a lot of flights.
Yeah, it's they've devalued their points a little bit over the years, so now I think they're worth about 1 cent per point. So that's about $2,000 worth of points that I've got in addition to what I already had.
Oh wow, well, you could go to like Indonesia or Japan or China on that.
Yeah, if only Southwest flew there.
That's right. I forgot that they don't do that, right? And they're non-transferable too, that I know of, as far as I know.
No, they do. They got some kind of system where you can use your points to buy all kinds of things like merchandise and vacation packages and I don't know what all. You might be able to buy trips, vacation packages. I don't know. It would seem weird if you could buy vacation packages with other airlines, but maybe. Who knows?
Yeah, I got you. Well, very good. Appreciate you having you in there, Adam. And that's Adam Whiskey 8 India Foxtrot Golf, and he is in. I'll think of it in a second. He is in. I forgot the name of the place again. Tell me again, Adam.
Down here in Brentwood, just east side of Brentwood, southeast of I-65, Old Hickory Boulevard, exit W8IFT. Have a great night. Good to hear you.
Yeah, very good. My spatial references have all blown out since I retired, and since I lived in Florida for 37 years. All of my references my head was like a map of Florida. You know, I mean, it really was. Well, at least Central and the West Coast, because that's where my territory was. And also, I was pretty good with well, anyway, to leave it at that. And then when I come here, I feel like I was born yesterday. I have a hard time conceiving of the different areas since they're not actual cities. You know, they're not separate towns like Knoxville or cities like Knoxville, Memphis, Nashville, Crossville. And so when Brentwood, which isn't really it's not a city, right?
It is in fact, yeah. It has its own police department, fire department, everything. Yep, City of Brentwood. It's down in Maryland Farms is kind of where all the government stuff is located.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, you guys, you're not. That's right. You're not in Davidson County, are you?
Well, Brentwood straddles the county line. I am in Davidson County with a Brentwood address. I'm just within probably a couple hundred feet of the county line where I sit right now. There's actually 3 properties down in the back corner of my subdivision that are on the Williamson County side of the line. So it's kind of odd. We're kind of in a little gray area here, but either way, none of us are within the city limits of Brentwood. We're just within the post office jurisdiction. So it's it's kind of peculiar. W8ISG.
I don't know. I would think I'd rather be under the jurisdiction of the Brentwood City Fathers than the Davidson County Behemoth.
Yeah, well, Brentwood is probably considered a little more prestigious, affluent, but yeah, I'm not sure how things never really compared with the tax dues are. I think they actually are higher in Davidson County.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. They got a lot to support. It's a big county. Of course, where you live, well, if you were in the other county, it would be. That's a really growing area. That's probably the highest growing area in the state. They tell me Wilson County is, but I don't know if that's true or not. All right, appreciate that, Adam. Who else we got south of 40? South of 40, please come in.
KN4 CCQ.
Hey, Preston, sound good?
Hey, Roger, it sounded good out here tonight, too. I've got a pretty good copy on just about everybody tonight. And like I said, it must be good conditions this afternoon.
Yeah, I think it is, because when I hear certain stations that I hear less than good, I just put it that way, like Earl out there in Noreen, he's in a bad spot. It's not that he's so far, but he's in a bad spot down there. And a couple of the others that are normally low are just almost everybody's the same. They're great. In fact, the fellow over in Hoyt, over there in LaGuardia, is on a handheld. So it's amazing how well the conditions can affect things even locally on 2 meters.
Absolutely right. Well, good evening to you, Paul. Sounding good over this way, and I'll let you get back to it.
Oh, before I move on, there's another station that's out in, I think he's in Smithville. He'd be trying to check in. I don't know if he has tried, but you should be able to hear him. Either you or Larry down there or David down in Reedyville should be able to hear him. He's got a J pole, and Smithville's about 40 miles from me, so I don't know if I'll be able to hear him or not. With the terrain, I really don't know. And then if anybody, keep your ears out and listen to him.
I will do.
Very good. And again, it's Preston Kilo, November 4, Charlie, Quebec, and he is in Possum Trot. Who else do we have? South of 40, please come in.
K4 OFO.
Hey, Donnie. How you doing? K4. Oh, I'm writing it down here as I speak here. Donnie, how you doing?
Stuff done, but great to be back and be back at home tonight anyway.
Yeah, it was good to see you at the Hamfest as well.
Yeah, I agree with Bill. We had a really good time, real good turnout, and hopefully we are looking at maybe doing something a little better next year, and that's what we're striving to do.
Oh yeah, onward and upward, as we used to say in sales. If you ain't growing, you're dying.
Yeah, I've been able to hear it by night. I couldn't quite hear it. Couldn't pick up the guy with Eduardo, but everybody else has been able to pick up good tonight. So everybody's coming through fine. Let's get back to Ned. Sound good tonight.
Very good, Donnie, and that's Donnie Kilo 4 Oscar Foxtrot Oscar, and he is over just south of Mount Juliet, actually in Davidson County, east of Percy Priest Lake. He's about 7 miles maybe south of me in Mount Juliet. Who else south of 40? Please come in.
K-4-N-D-N.
Well, Larry must not be around tonight. You might want to call him, see if he's all right.
Who are you talking to?
You, David.
Oh, well, good evening there, Mr. Baby Bob, the List Texas, Tennessee cat. Good evening.
Good evening. I can't wait for everybody to see our the graphics that I put up here tonight. So I know some of you have. I just don't know how many. They're weird, but they're applicable to a simplex net, so you'll like it. You're not seeing it online, are you, David?
I did jump in. It seems to be a little repeating slideshow. Yes, I saw it.
Okay, very good. You have to read it though.
Well,
You have to read it.
but anyway, repeat after me. First Tuesday of the month. 7:30 p.m. 146.475. Simplex. No tone.
No tone, no offset, no seeds, and no stems. Is that right?
Well, I'm not sure. They used to call me old hippie many, many, many years ago, but I'm not real sure what you're referring to or anything like that. However, the first Tuesday of the month.
Okay, very good. I think somebody was recording me and blasted me back with it, but I heard him in there. Or there was just a glitch. I don't know which. Okay, I'll do that again. By the way, the Rutherford County net for Aries is, since David just gave me the rundown on that, it's the first Tuesday, which would make it. Wait a minute, that would make it today. If today is Wednesday, well, today's the first. So next Tuesday, yeah, I got it right. It's next Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. 146.475. 146.475. That's at 7:30 p.m. on Tuesday, the whatever day that will be. It's next Tuesday though. I don't want to look up. And that's simplex. 146.475. All right. Thanks, David. You sound good.
Okay, as professional communicators, we need to get the message correct. Thank you, Paul. I appreciate it. Good evening.
Yeah, very good. And that's David, Kilo India 4, November Delta November, and he's in Reedyville. Who else we got south of 40?
Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee Victor.
All right, very good. How you doing, Larry? Haven't heard that fella out of Smithville, have you?
Yeah, I think I heard him actually a day or so ago, and I thought I invited a few of them up here tonight, but I don't know if they showed up or not.
Well, he said he was going to try to get in, and again, he's about 40 miles from me, and he's got a J pole, and I don't know the height on it, but I didn't suspect that he was going to have a great job necessarily getting to me because I don't know the terrain towards Smithville. I know it gets a little bumpy over there.
Why didn't you check me in Saturday night?
I don't know. I don't know what happened. I don't remember.
Well, I heard you, but you didn't hear me.
I don't know. It wasn't anything personal, I assure you.
Must have been that 5 watts on that HT couldn't get there.
Might be. Was that what you were doing?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry about that. Where were you on the HT?
I was in Murfreesboro. I even asked for a relay. Nobody heard me.
Wow. I'm surprised there was nobody, because we have, there's several people around Murfreesboro and in Antioch, etc. You'd think they'd hear you.
Well, I didn't get on there till I think you were closing the net down, so probably everybody was gone.
Actually, I'm surprised I didn't hear you because I've worked handhelds and mobiles in Murfreesboro routinely.
Yeah, ain't no big deal. We'll catch you later. KE4 FYV, let you get on with it.
Very good, Larry. That's Larry Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee Victor on his, I think it's a 40-foot tower there from Rockville. Anybody else south of 40, please come in. Well, I certainly did. I am copying you. What? And again, do that for me because I did. I have it written elsewhere, but the Kilo Charlie 7, and it's it's Golf Yankee. How could I forget that? That's a unique suffix. I'm sure you know that though. Well, if you do that again, that was a lot of noise in there this time. The first time I heard you okay, but this time was a lot of noise. Let's try that again. Golf Yankee November. Go ahead again and tell me what you said.
Golf Yankee November. I got it, Paul. Can you hear him?
I can hear him, but it's not every word is clear to me. I do know who it is. I just can't hear everything he's saying.
He's asking for a relay.
Well, you got him a relay. How are you copying him? Well,
About one issue. He's got a good audio.
Ah, very good. Well, he's doing. I am getting the signal in here. Push come to shove. I could probably do better if I turned the beam on him, but I don't want to do that at the moment. I could hear him reasonably well. But and what was his first name? I don't have that in front of me.
I don't remember it right away. That's Smithville Station, I believe it.
Yes, he's in Smithville. Ask him if he's still copying me, okay?
Smithville Station, are you on the still on the net?
Yes, not. Well, he is having some trouble getting out to me, but it wouldn't be unusual. I think he said he had a J pole. I don't remember what height that was. But I'm glad he was able to check in without a relay. I did hear his call. So we're doing great. Just if he doubles the height on that antenna, I'm sure it will be doubly good.
Already great in Watertown, KE42.
Oh, great. What was his first name? Wes?
I wasn't able to root checking. I forgot his first name.
Oh, that's right. I do have it here. He wrote me. I don't have that in front of me though. He wrote me and said that he was going to try to check in from Smithville, and I was checking out the distance. I didn't look at the terrain issues, but I thought it'd be a little tough because it's about 40 miles. Well, very good. We're glad you can still copy me. I'm listening. I'm talking to Kilo Charlie 7 Golf Yankee November, and we appreciate you checking in, and hope we can do it again when conditions are improved for you. Whether that's getting the antenna up, doubling the height it'd be great. Let's put it that way. Because I did have a copy on it, just not a great one. Who else do we have south of 40? Please come in. All right. Thanks for that relay from Wes. As well from Larry. Anybody else saw the 40? How about up in Kentucky?
Oh, you rang?
I said Kentucky, didn't I?
No, that's Kentucky, 18
That's great. How you doing tonight there, Steve?
Oh, enjoying American Poverty. You know how that goes. I've been watching the signals, and a few people I can hear, but even you are just slowly fading in, back and forth and back and forth. And so it's kind of interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting because, I've noticed that too. I was on this frequency with the other Steve up there near Bowling Green, and it was variable. It was at one point it's great, and another point it's just he's in the mud. So it sounds like what I'm doing to you, but you sound pretty good tonight.
Well, I got my antenna above the ground, but how many seconds are we up to?
Well, you're number 26.
All right, that's impressive. Yeah. All right, go ahead and get back to it there, Paul. See if we can hit 30. Why not? AEC9.
That'd be great. Numbers are not important, but the results of getting the people on the net are good. I mean, we've seen some new people seeing some people improving their antennas and improving everything. So it's really nice to see people interested, like I've said 1,000 times in the last almost 4 years. I don't know what we got to do for September for anniversary, our 4-year anniversary is in September. All right, Steve, good to have you in there. And that's Steve Alpha Charlie 9 India Mike with a decent signal out of Scottsville. Scottsville? Yeah, Scottsville, Kentucky, right?
Yep, Scottsville, Kentucky.
Yeah, I don't hear that word that often. It sounds funny to me when you say Cornville. I mean Kentucky. All right, we have any other late check-ins since we don't have any more out-of-state check-ins, and Steve's our only out-of-state check-in tonight. Who else? Any late check-ins? Please come in.
KN4, BCW.
Hey, Cole, how you doing? Good to see you at the Hamfest with your buddy. Did he was he taking his test that day?
No, he wanted to, but he wasn't quite ready to take it yet.
I understand. I understand. There would be a great deal of apprehension. You don't want to. Well, I don't want to make it sound like you're a dummy if you fail, but if you're not ready, you certainly don't want to take it and fail.
Oh yeah, he decided to start studying 2 days before the thing, thinking that he'll be able to do it, and decided last minute that wasn't going to happen.
Well, you know how to get it done. I'm sure you gave him the insights on how to make it a little smoother. In the studying and going over the QRZ tests and looking at the book, the technician book if he's got one. It's really not that hard as long as you're able to pick up on it's mostly administrative stuff. It's not really technical stuff at the technician level.
Yeah, and then I've been helping him out a bit, showing him about my radio and how to work it. And then I just bought that Kenwood TS520. So I've been showing him a little bit about that until I broke it. But I'm working on getting that back up and running again.
Ah, very good. Well, it's good. I'm glad you're out there hustling up some people. Maybe we can start a club of 2 there at the high school.
That would be nice. I'd like to do that, but just don't have the time or the people just yet.
Oh, I understand. Well, just get Wes to do it.
I've actually talked to him at one point about that.
I know he mentioned it to me. That would be nice though if they did. That'd be great. Of course, you need more than 2 people though. But well, good luck with that. And if we can do something to help that out, let me know. Maybe even doing a net, getting on there would be a neat thing to do. And there's several people in the area that'd be able to talk to you. Obviously, but Simplex, that'd be kind of a neat thing, a neat demonstration anyway.
It would be interesting way to kind of start off, bring my radio down there if they'd let me, and run a short net from there.
Yeah, absolutely. Just to let people, I don't know if you could put it in a prominent place, but you could make that announcement, and you could be, say, in a classroom with a window, or you could stick an antenna out there, and you'd be doing well.
Yeah, I'd have to put together a different antenna for that, or at least get this higher up somehow. I'm still using that ground plane that it was Wes who made. I haven't gotten around to putting together that collinear yet. I'm still missing one piece that I can't get my hands on.
All right, very good. And are you at the house today, Cole?
Yep, I'm at the house. I'm putting out 80 watts from quarter mile up Nonaville.
Oh, wow. Off from 80 up north of Lebanon Road, Nonaville Road, and that's Colt, Kilo November 4, Bravo Tango Whiskey. Which grade did you say you're in? Junior?
Yeah, I was junior.
Wow. Okay, you're doing great. Glad to hear it. As long as you keep up your other studies, you'll be in great shape.
That's my goal.
That was my goal too. I just didn't get where I wanted. All right, do the best you can though. School, in spite of, well, I'm sure you don't feel that way, but in spite of feeling, school is really, really important, even though it doesn't seem so at times. Anybody else? Late check-ins, please come in. All right, we're going to move on to the sandbaggers, lollygaggers, lurkers, and scanner listeners. Anybody out there? Got nothing. All right, then again, procrastinators come in after midnight. You can catch me or tomorrow. There's a great number of check-ins, 27 tonight. I was, again, pleasingly surprised, but I hope that people get more out of it than just the numbers. To say, hey, we got 27. Well, 27 doesn't mean it's like, that just doesn't mean a lot. It only means that a lot of people are interested, and as long as they can get an idea of who they can hear and maybe who hears them, and it gives a great idea. And I'm sure I'm confident there are other people out there listening at least some of the time to try to understand that don't check in and are just using the information to help themselves out, which is good. It doesn't bother us at all. Like that's, I think, why we're here. We're kind of a public service to each other. All right. Well, very good. We had 27 check-ins. Hope you enjoyed the crazy slideshow and look forward to Saturday's net. You guys have a great night.